Hello, and welcome to SUSE Live. My name is Brent Schroeder. I head the Office of CTO for SUSE. And on SUSE Live, we talk about kind of emerging or current trends that are impacting IT organizations and businesses, and offer some suggestions, explore different strategies and technologies that could be applied to solving those problems. With me today is Irene Hopf from Lenovo. And we're going to talk a little bit about the SUSE and Lenovo relationship, and also dive into the SAP ecosystem for a bit and discuss some of the emerging trends and challenges that SAP customers have. So welcome, Irene. Why don't you give us a short introduction and tell us a little bit about what you do with Lenovo.
My pleasure, Brent. Thank you for the invitation. I lead the Center of Competence for SAP Solutions. I'm based in Walldorf in Germany. And what we do is we provide trusted advice to SAP customers. We work a lot with our internal colleagues, with business partners, and with customers directly. And our role is to identify the right solutions, the right infrastructures, the right architectures for individual customers who are running SAP landscapes, small to big, any industry, any geography, globally.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us a little bit about, let's start off with just, updating the audience on kind of the range of Lenovo products, just so that they have that context, and then we'll start into the SAP part.
Okay. Lenovo has 4 lines of business. I'm being selfish, and I start with the one where I belong to. I belong to the Infrastructure Solutions Group. That means we provide servers and storage and network components to customers, to cloud providers, to hosting partners, to end customers, and of course, we are also serving customers with technologies who serve artificial intelligence. You need to put that everywhere today, somewhere in the conversation. Second, we have the very famous Intelligent Device Group, where the ThinkPads and Yogas and front-end components are being sold, monitors and a long list. Then third, we provide Motorola phones, which we're proud about. And number 4, services and solutions. So we provide services to end customers. Also here we have practices around artificial intelligence, which is very trendy right now.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Okay. Obviously, yeah. We can't have a conversation without talking a little bit about that.
Absolutely.
So one of our major collaborations, we've been working together for a long time, and SAP has been a big part of that, for the entire journey. Why don't we talk a little bit about what the SUSE Lenovo collaboration is, and some of what we offer, to our customers, and the value proposition we seek to kind of deliver to them.
The partnership and the collaboration with SUSE has been flawless, I can say. We are in a people business, and the people we deal with at SUSE is always very constructive, very oriented to the outcome for the business, for the customer, that the customer has an experience of high customer satisfaction, if you want to put it that way. And this has been going on since years. I can probably say since decades, in the interest of our mutual customers, not only running SAP landscapes, but in general. And there we are doing joint engineering projects. We work together with SAP and bring innovations to the market and to the challenges which customers face, then this solves their problem being concrete. SAP customers today have quite significant challenges. There is a deadline of 2027 where the ERP applications, which are sitting on what we speak of AnyDB and AnyOS combinations, are supposed to go to SAP S/4HANA. HANA as a database and Linux as the operating system, and ideally, as SAP mandates, into a cloud deployment, in particular into a public cloud deployment, and establish what is being said of a clean core.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a clean system which is easy to maintain, and then extended by components of the business technology platform. This is not easy because every single SAP customer is different to the next.
Mm-hmm.
And hence there are challenges how to deal with that situation. It's not black and white. There are customers which are well suited in that concept, but there are also challenges for customers where they say, wait a minute, we need to keep our data in our facility. We cannot give them out of our house,
Mm-hmm.
or as we geeks say, out of our basement.
Yeah.
And here we are also listening to our customers and say what is possible and what can be done to fulfill the business needs, because at the end of the day, what is really important is that the end user with the business application gets their service, and they get it on time, and they get it reliable and fast, which is not a new requirement, but this is not going away.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think the points that you made, some of the businesses, the requirements are that the data can't leave the premise, right? It's got to be on-prem. And I think this is definitely top of mind of many customers when they're thinking about cloud and decisions that they might make there, or different cloud strategies. Some might work for them, some not, and some need to be completely on-prem. That's definitely the key consideration.
There is an area where we are collaborating. The SAP Integration Suite is a cloud-only application, but with the requirement you just expressed, there is a need of the possibility of keeping data on-premise or process data where the data occurs. And that is a solution called Edge, SAP Edge Integration Cell. What is your view of that?
Yeah, I think this is a pretty exciting opportunity. SAP used to have a solution for workload integration. So what Irene is bringing up, this Edge Integration Cell, is really about workflow integration across business applications. And when SAP introduced the SAP integration platform, data now routes, if you use that workflow aspect, data routes through the cloud, which does not work for every enterprise, right? And so Edge Integration Cell is an architecture that allows the control plane to reside in the cloud, but the data can reside on-prem. And so all of the workflow and so forth, whether in the data center or at the edge between applications, it gets to stay on-prem, right? And be computed and processed there. So, and
there I'm touching this our newest baby, a Lenovo Edge Server SE100, and that could be one example or one hardware piece which is then installed in a retail shop, on the shop floor, in an oil rig, at a gas station, wherever the data occurs and is being processed and then integrated into a back-end application.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's what Edge Integration Cell is exciting about, is the ability to deploy on-prem and for enterprises to maintain control of their data and where it is. So I think it's a very exciting opportunity for us, and we're collaborating on the validation of that new architecture. It runs on SUSE Rancher Prime. It's been completely containerized, which is a new step for SAP and their applications, and we anticipate seeing more of those. And SUSE has made some announcements on SUSE for SUSE Rancher for SAP, which is optimized and creates a platform for Edge Integration Cell and for other future SAP applications as they containerize their applications. So yeah, this is all very exciting aspect of the program and our relationship. So
I know that you have been running the tests and doing the development on our infrastructure in the Linux lab, and around your engineering has been using our system. So we're very proud that this works so well together.
Yeah, no, that's good. So I think that's kind of a good place to kind of summarize kind of what we're going on. The key things that SAP is working towards is integrated solutions end to end. They've got some challenges or milestones that customers need to explore how they get there. Lenovo and SUSE is working together on providing opportunities and options, whether it's on-prem, whether it's hosted in an MSP or service providers, and then taking data to the edge. So thank you, Irene, for Lenovo's collaboration and support and continued collaboration. And I look forward to that going more in the future. So
it's my distinct pleasure, and thank you very much for the invitation and the interview.
Absolutely.
That was fun.
All right. For you, thank you very much for joining us at SUSE Live, and we look forward to talking to you again next time.